about the, when we had to, y'all had to rent from United Rental though, and they were charging taxes for about $1,000 total though, and argument was that y'all probably should not be paying the sales tax because you're just about the town though, so any luck with that issue?
I agree, I need to follow up on that. They sent out an email and hadn't heard anything. That was also during the holiday break. so.
Understood. Well, the second thing is, I have noticed at some point they are charging sales tax. Well, Tight Squeeze Hardware got it right though, and they did charge taxes there, and also Town
Napa
Quarry.
credited them, I think.
Yeah, so I just,
So it's kind of hit or miss.
yeah, I just wanted to enforce that there, because I mean, saves y'all money too though, but you're doing this on behalf of the town, and y'all should not be paying, in my opinion, y'all should not be paying taxes on this.
Agreed. You'll see those too when they come in, so in the same transaction, if it's a negative charge, it should be accredited, pay back to credit this account.
Excellent, appreciate that.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Public Works Director.
Marked one grave per service, assisted 3 citizens with possible water leaks. I know we had talked about the Robin Court project, the endpoint is not long enough, so we had to order an extension for that. That has been ordered. I did the town property inspections, which we finished last week. I'll send that email out tomorrow to each of you. The North Main sinkhole has been repaired. The lead and copper letters were mailed out. That took about a week and a half to 2 weeks to get all of that done, so that took up most of my time.
Have you been getting responses on those?
Few, but yes.
Yeah, I had somebody ask me about it, and I really couldn't explain it all, except for the fact that the letter was to inform them that they may have their service line from, the
On their
meter
side.
to their house.
Right. Yeah, a lot of them in town have been replaced. They've had a water leak or something and it's all been replaced. And if they can let me know that, I can mark them off the list so they don't keep getting those letters.
Okay.
So, we had some plumbing issues at the Chatham Medical Center. We finally got those resolved, we hope. And the, accident from Christmas Day, the light posts, the sign posts, the lanterns, and the chef books are being ordered, so we can file that with insurance.
Anybody have any other questions for Sarah?
At the medical center, y'all had to have the drain, cleaned out?
Yes, Hynet came out, and I'll be honest, I was in Roanoke with my son in the hospital. Randy and Nathan were both out there. They called Hynet. They came out and suggested Southside Mechanical, and he came out and he was able to basically go through 4 or 5 different drains in the floor on the ComSource side and get it cleared.
So it was ComSource's,
It was.
you know what caused it?
I do not. He did camera the line, but he said there was nothing there but wear and tear. There was nothing for us to be concerned about. So that was after he got everything cleaned out.
Anything else for Sarah? All right, Chief of Police.
Calls for service was 163, arrests, summons, violations was 94.
Question, Madam Mayor.
Nobody over 100 this time?
He missed me.
Go ahead.
Question. So, if I recall, the last report had 18 speeding, now it's up to 63. What's up with the large increase?
Been doing a lot more enforcement action.
Excellent.
Been doing a lot more in town also.
All right, well, so for those who are complaining about, oh, well, we're not checking
Speeders.
speeding people in town, though, think again, we are. So, don't speed, don't go over 80 miles per hour on the bypass. All right, thank you, Madam Mayor.
All right.
Some of the speeding was actually in town too, wasn't it?
Just saying, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the fire chief.
We had busy month, 39 calls, and we also wrapped up our firefighter 1 call.
You want to give us an update on the truck when we get it?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hopefully, it will be ready this week. They're wrapping up the odds and ends. The lettering is being done, just a couple other, on the punch list, but outside of that, it should be ready to roll.
Okay. Keep us posted was thinking, let us know when it's coming, we'll line straight.
Absolutely.
Maybe help you roll it back into the building.
Yes.
Heck, yeah. All right, Madam Clerk,
The 2026 application for business license, town license, and interrogatory forms will be mailed the week of January 12th with a due date of March 1st. The total revenue for the fiscal year 25-26 for business licenses was $178,278.54. It was an increase of 8.13% from the last fiscal year, and we issued 223 licenses last year. I'm working with the town manager on the 26-27 budgeting process, as we discussed in our earlier meeting. I'm working with Fire Chief Higgins, with Brindle Mountain Fire Apparatus to determine the final valuation of the fire truck for the loan procurement process. I'm working with Director of Public Works and the Chief of Police to coordinate and file an insurance claim related to the incident that occurred on Main Street over the Christmas holiday. I'm currently working on the end-of-year tax closeouts. Those include preparing and distributing W-2 forms, 1099s, issuing the tax exempt donation acknowledgement letters, completing the required federal payroll reporting. That includes the IRS forms 941, also the required state of Virginia annual tax and payroll reporting. Working with a contractor to complete a thorough audit of the town's water and sewer systems. The purpose of this review is to ensure that the rates charged to residents accurately reflect the true cost of providing these essential services. The office is currently working with a financial institution to determine the best rate, loan term, and interest rate for the 2015 fire truck, which I think we'll be voting on tonight. And the town is currently hosting 3 interns from Chatham Hall, and y'all had their presentations earlier, and they have been a valuable asset to our office. They've assisted with a variety of clerical duties, helping to support our daily operations and improve efficiency. Their contributions have been greatly appreciated by myself and the staff. Thank you.
all right, any questions for Pam?
Did you ever get to the bottom of the letters going out to certain people?
Yes.
Yes.
As stated in the social media post, it was a clerical issue where all the 2026, 2025 tax bills were pulled. I first thought it was just to citizens that had a mortgage, but it was to every citizen that had personal property, real estate in the town of Chatham.
Gosh.
So between Southern Software and THCS, Southern Software wouldn't own up to that it was a software glitch.
Yeah.
But ultimately, I was the one that pressed the button and sent it out.
Yeah.
Well,
Buck stops here.
It's
Yes, we do.
weird, because not everybody got the letter that has personal property, like I didn't get one.
I didn't get one.
That's what's so strange.
So we do have letters going out for those that called, that came in and emailed me with their concerns. And a letter was going out for each of them to have for their tax records, for their files, to know that there was a problem and was explained what happened.
Have you heard any more back from the county about the water arrangements?
Mr. Moore was in the office with me today.
Well, no.
Oh, yes, that, you got an email also from him where he, okay, cause he CC'd you on that last week,
Okay.
where he agreed to make a partial payment, but would not pay in full.
He has to pay what he says he's currently, he has a history of billing for, right? He has to pay that at least. Right?
We would hope so, yes, sir,
Okay,
But he's
we haven't
refusing.
received anything yet.
but he's not willing to pay that, he's willing to pay a partial payment.
Well, that's what I'm saying, based on his figures.
Yes, not our figures. But yeah, you should have that email in your inbox, he sent that out last week.
Okay, yeah, I think I did get that. All right.
All right, we ready to move on to the consent agenda? I have a motion to approve the consent agenda in block. Thank you, Mr. Wood. Thank you, Mr. Riddle. Madam Clerk?
Motion by Black, seconded by Riddle to approve the consent agenda. All those in favor, Bishop?
Yes.
Black?
Yes.
Peasley's absent. Case,
Yes.
Riddle,
Yes.
Thompson.
Yes.
Item number 11, unfinished business, a motion to approve finance options of the 2015 fire truck.
In your council packet, you have, the paperwork from First National Bank of Alta Vista.